A big topic of conversation for the Ravens this offseason is what they can do to improve the pass rush. That is a focus for this team, and they can certainly look to the draft as an opportunity to do that. So here are two players that I'll point out who I think can make a lot of sense for the Ravens to help bolster the pass rush in this year's draft. The first guy that I'll point to would be a first-round target for the Ravens, and that's Keldric Faulk out of Auburn. He fits the bill when you look at him physically. 6'6", 285 pounds. He's a guy that looks good coming off the bus, and he's also somebody who has sky-high potential. He's only 20 years old, so he's only going to continue to grow in that frame, get stronger, more mature, and continue to develop as a player. Also, when you listen to all the scouting reports on him, everybody says culture guy, high character, the type of player that you want on your team and in your locker room. We talked to Charles Davis here at the Combine. He pointed to Faulk, and a comparison that he used for Faulk was former #1 overall pick Travon Walker out of Georgia, both in terms of their size and makeup and also what they were asked to do at college. Faulk wasn't asked to just get after the quarterback. He only had 10 sacks in his 3 college seasons, but his potential, like I said, is through the roof, and he has a physical makeup that can allow him to come into the NFL and make an immediate impact. The second guy that I'll point to would likely be a day 2 pick for Baltimore, and that's Derrick out of Michigan. Of course, the Ravens had Michigan ties with Jesse Minter now as the head coach, and Moore has ties to Baltimore. He grew up in Baltimore, played high school football at St. Francis Academy. And as I mentioned, he was coached by Jesse Minter for 2 years during their time together at Michigan, so you know the Ravens will have a good scouting report on Derrick Moore. He also is physically impressive, 6'3", 255 pounds. He's known for a bull rush. You can get into the backfield and really affect the passer. He does a lot of things well, so if the Ravens have an opportunity to get him on day 2, I think he could be a really good fit for this defense. So those are two guys who I think can make a lot of sense for the Ravens at pass rusher in this year's draft.